Welcome back, you lovely bunch. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're all doing good. You know what? It's absolutely boiling, so for once I'm not going to sit here and waffle for absolute hours on the sofa. I need to get outside and ride. And as you can tell from the things that surround me, it's new wheel day. It's got a hole in it as well. So these are the Drive 6 by Elite. So I don't know if you guys know of Elite wheels. They do a bunch of like carbon wheels for like gravel bikes, road bikes and mountain bikes, I believe. And they reached out to me to see if I wanted to try out a set of wheels. And honestly, I've got a lot of wheels and they've all got spokes. Well, apart from one set actually, and they're a composite, so they're not actually full carbon. So when I saw these on their website, they're full carbon, so they're a bit different to the ones that I do have that are basically like plastic. So these are like a posher version. They are like $1,290, I believe, and they come in at about 1,400 grams. They are available in like various different like spacings. So according to the website, this is like a cross-country stroke gravel bike wheel. So the rim depth is 35.6, the inner rim like width is a 26mm and the outer rim width is 31. So it's a decent chunky sized rim and it's very beautifully made. The camera doesn't really do it justice, but they are well fancy. So I did get sent these with two drivers because actually I have changed it to a spline drive. So the disc attachment on these is a centre lock. You can get it with a 6-bolt. Different size axles are available, like whatever it is you want to run. You can pretty much get any driver you want on these wheels. Definite Marmite wheel. I mean, I don't know, what do you guys think? Love them, hate them? Should we put them on and see? I think we need to put them on and see, right? I wasn't actually sure which bike's a pimp, and then I remembered this is a bike that never gets ridden, and well, I think it would benefit from some really funky carbon spoked wheels, don't you think? So I'm not going to draw out the whole setting up process. I'm going to put these on and then we're going to go for a ride because I'm absolutely sweating, and we're going to talk a little bit more about these wheels out on the road. So let's just do a little bit of YouTube magic and make this wheel magically appear set up. Okay, so the YouTube magic didn't work, the wheel nearly got in the frame. But I did suddenly think of something. I know I wasn't going to waffle on, but I do need to tell you this really quickly. They're so light compared to, oh my god, compared to what's on there. Like the weight difference is humongous. So I'm just going to swap over the disc, the cassette, all the other stuff. Give me a minute. And we're done. Look, that looks awesome. I always forget to do this, I'll do it probably in a second, but have a listen to this. I'm going to bosh this wheel in, we'll do a proper spin test. I'm going to give it a wash and then we're going to take it out. I do need to kind of abuse them a bit. I want to see how tough they are. There's no fixing them if they go out of true, so to produce a wheel with only 6 spokes made of carbon, I think there's a lot of like, you've got to have a lot of confidence in your product, right? But yeah, let's see if we can break them. I'm not going to purposefully try and break them, but I'm not going to go easy on them. Anyway, let's get them in the frame. So what do you reckon? Love them or hate them? I don't know, I think they kind of, there's something kind of cool about them. Maybe it's the tan walls, I don't know. The hub also sounds quite nice, right? So let's go outside, give them a little bit of a beating and see how they stand up. I'm really interested to see if they're like flexy, if they're stiff, just how they feel generally. Quite excited to go out and ride them. So yeah, without further ado, let's go out for a pedal. Oh my god, I'm absolutely sweating buckets. Do you know what, I'll be honest, I wasn't sure about these wheels. I have a weird thing, like spoked wheels, I love how they look, but I don't know if I like them on a bike. But these, I don't know why, I don't know if it's just this bike, but I think it looks really good. So there we go, that's the first thing checked off. They actually look really good. Well, I think they look good. What do you guys reckon? Do you think they look good? I think they are a bit Marmite. But on this bike in particular, I think they're great. And because they're like a gravel stroke mountain bike wheel, well, this is a gravel stroke mountain bike. So I'd say it's the perfect bike for these wheels. So first impressions, you know what? Might be a bit Marmite, but I actually like them. And riding wise, they're not too stiff, but they're stiff enough. I mean, that's not really a very like in-depth description, but there's no like weird flex with these gaps, because obviously there's a big gap there between like where the spokes would normally be, and it feels all right. It feels actually really nice. And one thing I did notice though, a suspension fork on gravel. I know this is basically just a cross-country bike now, but it does make a huge difference, you know. And I like the flat bars as well, I'm going to be honest. So I think this for me next year, Grinduro, You know what I mean? Ultimate Grinduro bike, I think. But you know what? I really wanted to paint one of my bikes. So my track bike has this fluoro faded pink like paint job with these like yellow triangles in it all over it. I was thinking about doing it on this. Would that look weird? I mean, it's kind of like a 90s mountain bike anyway, so why don't we paint it all like retro and get all cool with it? I'm gonna get some decals off Marin. First impressions, the wheels look nice, they feel nice, they're a decent width. Like, I can't imagine they'd actually like break that easily. I mean, this is only the first ride, so it's not like a conclusive like review, but like first impressions, really like them, pleasantly surprised. And if you want something a little bit different, well, look at them. They're dead pretty. Well, there you go, there's my first impressions. Let's go for a bit more of a ride. So I'm having loads of fun, but it's also a sad day. I've been riding around with my pump in my pocket. I should have put it in a bar bag, but I didn't want to ruin the aesthetic of the bike, and it just fell out of my pocket somewhere. So I've lost my favourite pump. So let's have a minute's silence for the pump. Oh, there's no way I'm being quiet for a minute. I don't know if it's these wheels or the bike, or it's just the combo of these wheels on this bike. But I mean, I've ridden this bike a fair bit, and I was very like, I'm going to be honest, I was very like meh about it. I've got a mountain bike, I've got a gravel bike, and honestly, I'd rather ride my gravel bike than this. But now, like, this feels so different. I mean, honestly, I always bang on about like wheel upgrades, and if you do switch from like an aluminium heavy rim to a carbon wheel, it makes a huge difference. And these Elite Drive 6s totally change the handle of the bike. They make it feel so much better. They're a lot lighter than my old wheels. They've got less rotational weight, and they're stiffer. They just feel amazing. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be really honest. Pleasantly surprised. I really want to put them through their paces and test them on loads of different terrain and give them a bit of a kicking, because essentially, if they're a cross-country wheel, they should be tough. That's why I believe this bike will be the ultimate Grinduro bike. And I do sound a bit of a gravel purist, and I want to like rock it on a gravel bike because it is a challenge doing it. But this is fun. I mean, it's proper fun. I'm loving them. I think they're a great set of wheels, honestly. But I am interested to know what you guys think. Marmite, definite Marmite. Love them or hate them. But I think on certain bikes they look good, on other bikes they don't. And on this bike they look good. I'll have to try my gravel bike, see how they look there. But yeah, a few details again. They are $1,299, so that's about £1,000, and then they weigh 1,400 grams. So for a cross-country like heavy duty wheel set, I say heavy duty, we'll see if they're heavy duty, I think it's a decent price, you know. Obviously this is first impressions, I've only ridden them once, but honestly they made a bike that felt quite flat and soggy. They made it feel much nicer and a lot more fun. So there's already some positive attributes to these wheels. I'm looking forward to trying them out a bit more. Massive thanks to Elite for sending these over. Do let me know down in the comments what you think of them. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.